And this is where my camera is not working. What? Why is it not working? Okay, I guess that people can hear me, but why is my camera not working? This is so, like, such a bad moment for it not to work. Just give me a second. Oh, this is like... Why is it not working?
Professional stream quality.
It was working fine when I tested it.
Hello, everyone. If you can hear us, I don't know.
Yes, they can hear us.
Yes, hello.
Hello. Yeah, camera issue. I tested it like 2 seconds ago, I swear. Oh, wait. It's detected somehow now. Okay, give me a second. Let me do something here. Does it work here? It doesn't work here. Why doesn't it work here?
Have you tried plugging it up?
Yeah, I've tried plugging it in and plugging it out. Don't worry.
Have you tried turning it off?
Okay, I
or
know
back
why.
on?
I know why. I'm an idiot.
You figured it out, folks.
He didn't have it plugged in.
I did have it plugged in.
He really didn't have it. He didn't have it plugged in. It's okay. Happens to the best of us, buddy.
I'm trying to. I'm trying to just just do something now. It's not working, guys. I'm sorry.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Crit Crafter's stream. We are playing Curse of Strahd. And do not worry, do not fret, for Crit is going to get his camera working momentarily.
This is
for
all
now-
happening
Just taking hold
on
of the camera
purpose.
for a bit.
Yep. It
So
very much
anyways,
is on purpose.
I'm gonna be the DM for the day. Rocks fall, you all die. Welcome to another game.
This is why you're not in charge.
Okay.
We're playing mine.
I think I have it now. Hey! So there's a thing.
There we go.
There's a thing
There
about
you go,
using.
yeah.
There's a thing about using too many programs for your computer, for your cameras. Sometimes one of them wants to solicitate all of it, and since it's broadcasting there, it's not being detected in the other program. So. Hey guys, how's it going? Thank you so much for being here, even though I know a lot of people are maybe watching us directly from Pennsic. So we will try to power through a few small announcements. Thank you so much for my amazing cast and the people that are here that just basically took it upon themselves to just make me not look too much of a fool. All right. The Morphing Madness is set on the 14th of August. The Charge Morphers, and be sure that you're going to be there for Power Rangers Chrono Squad. I will be your Morphing Master for this amazing one-shot that will include Vincent and Nana from Attack of Opportunity, the Cat's Meow, Commodore Zed, Team Wildwoods, and Keyword Savior. Alien Chariot of the Gods is still landing in October. I know that some of you might have seen that the date is still unsure. I was being overeager and shared like, yeah, this is the date that's going to be published, but things happen, life happens, and we are all adults. So sadly, I rescinded the dates and we're still figuring it out. Don't worry about it. We'll have a date. It's still going to be held on October for our way to celebrating Halloween. I will be joined in this amazing three-parters by Duncan, Unauthorized User, Bunny is Arting, Professor Tone, and Sorcery Arts. So just be sure to check it out. I want to also give a few seconds to thank Anku VR, that's right here in the chat, that's joined the moderator team. The Hydro Demon apparently is here to stay. Speaking of hydration, I know that you might have noticed with the impressive amount of talking that I do on stream, my viewers love to make sure that I'm well hydrated. So to be sure everybody's getting their channel points worth, one hydrate equals 1/4 of whatever I'm drinking at the moment. If you want to mix it up, there is the possibility to pay some bits to have me change whatever recipient I'm having, either from a standard little cup, a sippy cup, all the way to a big ass thingy over here if you want me to drink, and I will drink 1/4 of all of that. You can type in chat !Hydro to be sure. Thank you, Keyword Savior, for the amazing Hydro, first Hydro of the night. If you want to check how it works. Also, if you're sick of interrupting your drama mid-game, be sure to subscribe, because that's how you're going to get a ad-free viewing experience and some cool emotes in chat. Speaking of which, if you check in chat right now, you should be having amazing emotes of me hydrating. Give me a second so I can just share that with y'all. Here we go. And you can check, so there's a few animated emotes that are drawn from the amazing art that Sorcery Arts has done for the channel. So be sure to check them out. It's one way to just be like, hey, whatever you're doing is cool, so just keep doing it. If you want to help out the channel even more, donations are always welcome in the About section, or you can type !dono in chat. Every bit helps, basically, to keep the lights on, the goblins fed, and being sure that we bring forward amazing quantity content. Letting you all know, of course, Kingmaker will be AFK because of Penzik next week. We will be trading hit points for sunburns and siege weapons. So, no game for next week, but fear not, we will return refreshed and possibly bruised on August 20th for Kingmaker. The next GM Roundtable will also be back in October with more content. So we will be sure, we will try to have a stream live from Penzik during Midnight Madness on the 6th. Basically, Midnight Madness is this, the only day in War Week that there's no fighting. And shops are opened until very late. There's going to be a lot of musical instruments and extravaganza. I've been invited to sing some of my my bardic repertoire for the people from Australia, or the Kingdom of Lokak, so which I will be going to do. It'll be fun. So we'll try to do that on the 6th. I will be joined by Nakri and Brand from the Kingmaker campaign, who will be going along with this small experience that we're going to try to do that time. All right. Let me see. And that's about it for the announcement. I think we can go right ahead now into tonight's episode of Curse of Strahd. All right. Thank you for the hydrate before I start that speech. Thank you so much. All right. I think we're gonna change a bit the mood for that, and now we'll put on a glimmer of hope, which is a person's theme song. The sun, high and golden, cast long shadows across the lush field that surrounded Castle Ravenloft. The day was unreasonably warm. The kind of warmth that lingers with the sweet scent of grapes and nostalgia. Hooves drummed the soft earth as two riders slowed their steed, laughing pealed like the last chime of a forgotten bell. The man up first turned in his saddle, face alight with triumph, the wind tussling in his raven black hair. The woman across from him shared his striking features, twin echoes of the same noble line. Beautiful, proud, untamed. I win again, Daya. Seems all that training wasn't for nothing.
If only you showed half that dedication with a sword in hand.
Why would I need a blade when I have a knight like you to defend me?
Foolish boy. I'll make a warrior of you yet, Sergei.
And I'll make an artist of you then. Don't you think I haven't seen those secret paintings? Show them to father. He'd be proud.
No, You know he would never approve. Someone must carry the weight of our family name.
About that, I've met someone.
Don't we all?
No. A woman. And when she smiles, it's like the world shines only for her.
You're serious?
What? You don't think I'm handsome enough to find a wife? Come, we'll race back. Mother'll fret if we're late again. And he spurs his mount forward, hooves kicking up sun-drenched dust. His figure framed in light. She remained behind, frozen, watching the wind carry him further and further from her. Something within her, something once whole, splintered.
Sergei.
Thunder broke the illusion. like a blade rending silk. The memory shattered. She stood once more beneath the grey vault of night, beneath the sky that never knew the sun. Stradaya gasped softly. A tear, dark garnet, thick as wine, traced the alabaster curve of her cheek.
Sergey, I'm so sorry. I miss you so much.
Her hand trembled as it pressed to her brow, as if to cage the torment behind her eyes. Pain pulsed here, a sudden cruel migraine of the soul, and when it passed, she looked up. Her gaze was hollow, the last remnant of light within her extinguished. Where once there had been sorrow, there was now only cold resolve and something else.
Yes. No, you're right. You're right. It's all her fault.
And in the hush that followed, something stirred behind her. A shifting of her shadow, subtle and vile. Slender eyes glowed like coal stoked by whispered hatred. A cruel smile twisted where no mouth should be. And the stillness, Stradaya's world forgot. It forgot warmth once more.
You cannot make demands of the devil. For he is the ancient, he is the land. And you are trespassers.
All right. Just being sure everybody's here. Thank you so much. All right. And we will do a little shift here. I should have done that before. And Irina stood in the dim light of the guest's chamber, arriving there first to escape the roller coaster of emotion that had been the banquet. Following close behind her, Maz entered the room just as Irina was inquiring to Escher on Anastasia, Anastasia's whereabouts. Escher, ever lounging like a serpent basking in the warmth of his own charm, indicated the West Wing, the Hall of Thorns, where Anastasia was said to linger among roses that bloomed redder than nature intended. With purpose, Irina turned and began her march through the corridors of the Castle Ravenloft, followed close behind by Maz, who would not leave her alone, but clearly voiced how ill-advised being separated from the others like this truly was. The Hall of Thorns was a corridor in which twisting vines choked the walls, their roots split through the ancient mortar, and from them sprouted roses so deep they might have been fed on blood. The scent was overwhelming, sweet, cloying, and edged with wrath, like perfume worn too long by something long dead. Iron sconces, rusted and ornate, held candles that burned with the faint violet flames, casting long swaying shadows that made the thorns seem to move. The ceiling, arched high above, lost its shadows, but now and then the faint whisper echoed like breaths caught between the leaves, and at the far end of the hall stood a great arched door, half covered in creeping vines, pulsing faintly with an unnatural life, and there, before them, stood Anastasia. It was striking how out of place she seemed, her appearance the envy of any woman that aspired to beauty and innocence. She turned towards Irina, smiling almost too honestly, a freshly picked rose in her hand. It seems Irina's presence had been expected. A bottle of wine and 2 glasses on the nearby table displaying that she was at least awaiting some visit. The same brand of wine Irina had shared with STRAHD. Well. I didn't expect you to muster up the courage to seek me out so fast. Come, may I pour you something to drink? Maybe reminiscent on better times?
Sure. I take it then that I am not, disturbing you.
Why, I am very rarely left surprised, so no, you do not. But your friend here was unaccounted for. Maybe you should usher back from the corner you came from, little man.
Don't worry about me. I'm just making sure that no one gets lost in here.
Yet another person you have wrapped around your fingers, don't you? And she's gonna take the bottle and slowly pour a glass to Irina, handing it to her while smiling. She pours nothing for herself.
I think, seeing that she's not pouring for herself, Irina will eye it suspiciously. She'll take the glass, but she definitely isn't drinking it right away. Seeing as this is the woman who was very quick to make her bleed, given the first opportunity, she'll say, "Thank you for entertaining my presence. I believe that you know something, and, well, the Lady STRAHD will not answer my questions directly, so I am hoping that perhaps you will be a little bit more forthcoming."
Why, of course, I'm here to help. But don't worry, you can drink the wine. You know what I am, and do you truly think that poison had any effect on me? If it was simple ploy as such, I would have just drank it, dear. And she turns around, just takes one of the roses, tries to smell it. You feel as if she's reaching for an emotion that she can't really muster.
She'll kind of acknowledge that and take a small sip of the wine, cautious sip.
It's close enough to the taste that you had before. It's not a specially selected bottle, maybe like it was, but it's the same brand, the same vintage.
Mhm.
So. Now,
You said something
Yeah.
to me when you came in at the dinner, and you said, "This is what she looks like this time."
yes.
What did you mean by that?
Irina, or Sofia, or Vanya, or Tatiana, however you name yourself this time, this is not the first time that we meet. We've met many times before, though most other times ended tragically. You see, you were the ire of my mistress for a long time, and she would take great pleasure at torturing you. I don't know what changed.
I don't understand. I've never been here before, or had another name, or spoken to you, much less the lady. But I do feel a sense of familiarity with these halls, and I came here for answers, and What do you mean that I have been here before, that I have come in other forms and other names?
Oh, no other forms. You've always worn that same visage. That same little smile. And she's gonna reach and like touch your hair for a second, that same colored hair. Somehow I can't get rid of you.
What have I done? What is my presence that makes you despise me so?
Oh. Yeah. And you're gonna see that she's gonna smile, like almost as if like she was controlling some ecstasy that she was like bubbling inside of like the opportunity of like I want to tell her. You have almost the feeling that she's gonna reach out and strangle you right there and then, but she keeps it under wraps. You, whenever you're here, she thinks only of you. She forgets me. But you're only here of passage. You've never been one of us. You've been with her more than perhaps 10 years at most altogether. I've been with her for centuries. I know her. I know what she wants, what she truly wants. You're just an echo from something that just refuses to die. And I can show
I'm
you.
afraid that you will have to speak a little bit more clearly, because that makes absolutely zero sense to me, and I am trying to understand, but you are speaking in riddles and
But I cannot be clearer. We've met before. I've killed you before, and you keep coming back. How? I don't know. But I do know.
I don't remember.
Of
So
course you don't.
if I
If you
if I don't-
remembered, if you remembered the horrors that she did to you, if you remembered how tortured you were, you wouldn't be so fast to run into her arms. You'd run from her.
she kind of takes a small step back. Perhaps there has been some other that has looked like me, but I know who I am. I am Irina Kuliana, and
And yet,
whoever it was that experienced those things was not me.
and yet, beneath these eyes, you remember things that are not yours. You feel things that aren't yours. This familiarity, you've never been here, you said so yourself. And yet, these halls feel like home, don't they? I'm not lying to you, Irina. Why would I? The truth is so much more hurtful than any lie I could weave here. But I can show you where it began if you wish, or rather tell you. Beneath this castle lies a resting place of someone that was of great importance to you. A man whose painting you recalled while she does not. She probably just loved you for the fact that you are a link to her past she refuses to let go. I'll show you that past if you wish.
Irina will kind of eye her suspiciously for a moment, but she'll nod after a moment. I came here for answers, like I said. And I will do what I must to find them.
Beside this room there is a staircase. Take it to the last floor down. It will lead you to a great hallway. You will come upon great doors of black to your left. You can't miss them. Push your way inside and you will see what I'm talking about.
She nods. I suppose I will say thank you, though. I am under no pretense that you mean me well.
Trust
I'm
me.
grateful for the information nonetheless.
I don't. And I do not need your thanks. The sooner you disappear and you die, the better. And the better it will be for me and to return everything as it should be.
She shakes her head. I do not mean to take anything of yours. I do not mean to threaten anything you have. I have my own life. I just want to understand, that is all. I'm not a threat to you.
Sweet.
Whatever you may think.
Sweet, Irina. I've been alive for a long time. Barovia is a prison where things return ever again. Whatever your purpose here is, maybe not even your own, but you've always meddled. You've always hurt her. You've always reminded her of the past. Now, I have other things to do, so, being busy and everything, maybe you should hurry along and, I don't know, fall into a pit or something.
She'll kind of roll her eyes and kind of just motion to Maz. So I see no reason to stay here any longer. We have our course. Will you accompany me?
We should not go down there. Our hosts were clear that we were not to, and that would be a breach of guest privileges. Wherever you're from, that is bad business.
She nods.
Perhaps another time would be better, but I would not advise it for now. And if you chose to proceed, I would follow you anyway.
She sighs. Well, I believe that I was owed a tour of this place, first and foremost. Before we leave here, I will, if I don't have the answers that I need, I will do whatever I have to do to get them.
I understand that drive.
Make no illusion. She's going to call out from the other side of the room. You will not get another chance as this if you do not grab it now. I'll make sure of it.
Irina sighs. And kind of just starts walking.
Is a trap.
Trap or not, I don't expect you to put yourself at risk for me, so you need not follow me.
And so...
Oh,
sorry, go ahead.
I don't want to, don't get me wrong, but I said that I would help keep you safe, and that's what I'm gonna do.
And so you head down the spiraling staircases, following the indication of Anastasia, even though it might be a trap. All the while, still in the banquet hall, somewhat stuck in between leaving and having more questions answered, Stradaya, you find yourself in the company of Cyrus and Kristrid. All right, let's change the mug for size. Thank you so much for the donation. We're going for the bigger one. Here we go. And that's for you.
Chug, 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 chug.
Oh, and then it's a second order. Okay, guys. Yep, I know what that means. So, where was I? Yes. Let me just find something here real fast. I had that before, but now I don't find it. Here we go. So, as I was saying, Cyrus, Kristrid is herself still somewhat stuck in her own personal dread, knowing that beyond the doors of the main banquet hall rests still the foreboding elf that seems to be followed continually by these sounds of people screaming. She keeps eyeing towards the door while Cyrus himself seems to be more of an inquisitive nature, looking towards the Lady Stradaya, maybe to have more information on the nature of their now bond it seemed that they share. For herself, Lady Stradaya seems to be more of a mixture of despair and anger. The night didn't turn out exactly as she wanted it. And yet, she will do the best of it. Cyrus, what would you do?
What are my compatriots doing first?
Yourself and Kristrid are the only ones still left in the room.
So that's what I'm asking.
You're asking what the others are doing?
What's Kristrid doing?
Kristrid is currently frozen by fear like a deer in headlights, staring at the door, knowing full well that Rohadan is surely waiting on the other side.
Wonderful. Well, I think at the moment, I am in the den of the beasts, and I know that. So I'm definitely just like cautious, watching them, observing, that kind of. I don't want to like stand up and draw attention type.
I mean, my sound is now subtle, super loud. Sorry for that. I mean, you're the only two left still in the room.
Yeah.
The banquet pretty much will end whenever you stand up and leave.
Right. That's a good point. I think I would stand up then and stand behind Kristrid, just kind of rest a hand onto her shoulder.
Oh, I jump like 5 feet. Like it makes me jerk on my
He'll stare down at you for a bit and then just kind of nod his head towards the door.
Yes. Agreed. That's. And then I'll just get up and get the beeline.
So you would leave without asking further question to Stradaya?
I mean, she was pretty clear she'll answer one question. Cyrus is not going to push his luck.
Lady Stradaya, did you do anything?
Oh, yeah. As soon as Krista starts to stand up, you do not need to be afraid, my dear, of me or my friend. He will not hurt you. Nobody will hurt you in this castle.
I know that logically, and you do, for all intents and purposes, appear to be honorable. I have a history of people saying they will not hurt me, and then they do.
Would you like to talk about it? Perhaps enlightening yourself might cure you of your fears. I found in my long years that bringing fears into the light as a way of dimming their fangs.
I find the opposite. I find bringing them up and breathing life into them again just gives them more power.
You do not think that keeping them in the dark in your mind is not power that they hold over you?
It's more like they're my prisoners and I'm the one with the power.
It's a interesting way of thought.
I get to control when they come out and when they don't. In theory. Doesn't always work.
Because right now, you are looking more like prey than the predator, correct?
That is an accurate observation.
Cyrus's hand will just kind of rest on his gun. Well, he doesn't have it. Shoot, he would go to reach for it and then kind of awkwardly stop.
Okay.
Do not worry, Cyrus. I mean no harm. I am no threat to you both. I am just making conversation, pointing out the obvious.
Why invite us? Guess you say that I can ask a question. What is the true purpose of inviting us here?
The true purpose. I mean, there is a lot. But what I will say is that you are trespassers upon my land. And I just wish to get to know you all. Even though I do know much about you all already, it is rude to assume.
Well, does it make it any better that it wasn't my choice?
No, it does not, unfortunately.
Oh, that just makes her
Because-
shudder all over.
Because either way, whether you think it was not your choice, there are forces at work.
Do you know why I'm here?
I would love for you to tell me, please.
I'm looking for my brother.
Your brother.
He was said to be heading in this direction, and I haven't heard from him in a very long time. And he's my brother.
I do understand worrying about brothers.
You do?
I do. I had one many years ago.
Grishtred hears the had and goes, I'm sorry.
She will ignore your sorry and just say, "What is your brother's name? Perhaps I know of him."
His name is... And like her eyes kind of tear up a little bit. His name... I don't want to speak it. Just a lot right now.
You don't want to speak it because it makes you sad?
Yes. Like, if I speak of him, so far it's just been a quest in my head. It's kind of, if I say it out loud, Jory. His name is Jory.
Well, I hear lots of names. That one might sound familiar, but I cannot place it for sure. However, dwarves are uncommon here.
And he would definitely be very uncommon.
You'll see this almost vulnerability in her eyes. Maybe because you have a lost brother. Perhaps she relates to it a little. There was a dwarf that came to my lands not long ago. He tried to convert me to the Dawnflower. I said that I was intrigued, but truthfully I wasn't, but he did make me want to believe, and I did not have the heart to tell him that I would never been converted. However, what I did say was that if he went to see the Abbey in Kresk, and he were to convert him, then perhaps I would talk to him about converting myself.
No, if this is my brother, knowing him, he would have gone running.
Yes, well, I have been hearing my spies tell me that they have been reporting that the abbot has been committing certain crimes. And I thought that this dwarf could help. I know not if your brother is alive, but I have not heard from him again. He did not come back. But maybe you'll find him there.
And nod my head in thanks. Because I don't want to say thank you out loud and appear to be owing her something.
Now, because I offered you this information, it is quite a favor, you see. It was not just out of the goodness of my heart that I shared that with you. For I require something of you both. And she will smile wickedly at you both. I require you two to watch over Irina for me. Keep her safe. I worry for her. Can you do that?
Well, Simus will have no delay in giving his nod. Not saying yes.
I will protect her. Make sure she is safe.
Outside, thunder claps as if the storm was finally settling over the castle itself. And then thunder.
No. No! And she will stand up quickly. And she will wrap all three of us in dark mist in shadow, and she will teleport all three of us
Somewhere else.
somewhere secret.
This was very instant. Faster than anything that you've ever seen, and anger within her face was also different. It was something personal, perhaps, even. Something apparently just happened, and she was suddenly made aware of it. We wind back perhaps 5 minutes before all of that, in the crypts. Just give me a second. Timothy moved like a shadow through the castle's undercroft, his steps muffled by centuries of dust and silence. The air was colder, heavier, laden with the hush of ancient grief, guided by a quick research in the castle's library and a half-deciphered inscription. He followed the worn symbols of mourning into the stone, leading him downwards, deeper into the crypts where the forgotten slept. At last, in a secluded chamber hollowed into the rock, he found it, the tomb of Casimir, sealed by runes and shimmering faintly in the gloom, untouched by time, but thrumming with sorrow. Your studies led you here, Timothy, knowing well that this was the person that led STRAHD to achieve her immortality. And maybe within his tomb lied another secret. Would you do anything?
I am in front of the tomb.
Yes.
I'll try to go in.
It's one of those. It's not exactly a tomb. Forgive me. It's more like a crypt, as in, like, there's just like probably a large stone slab that's blocking wherever the sarcophagus has been put in. So moving it on its hinge is entirely possible. And you move it. It breaks the silence and echoes throughout the full undercroft of the castle. But you're just like stopping it, just like nobody seems to have heard it, and finish opening it. There's inside of it a sarcophagi, and upon it a book that seems to have accumulated centuries of dust.
I will inspect the book for arcane traces of magic.
With your knowledge of magic, you instantly notice that this book is some kind of arcane repertoire, maybe an ancient spell book. The covering of the lettering and everything like that seems to be protecting whatever is inside, but does not stop you from... There doesn't seem to be anything around it that stops you from taking the book itself. Opening it would probably require a bit more scrutiny, and perhaps not doing so in the middle of the night while you're trying to be inconspicuous.
Yeah, no, that's a good plan. I will indeed just take the book.
Excellent. You stood there for a moment in hesitation, and then movement caught off from across the vast stretch of the under-necropolis. Down a winding passage lit only by a flickering orange breath of a single torch, you see two figures emerge, ghost-like against the gloom. You recognize Irina, and her poise unwavering as even, and beside her, Maz, his towering silhouette taunt with vigilance. Seems that you are not the only one who decided to venture into the Undercroft this evening and break, perhaps, the possibility of shelter and safety. They seem to be advancing in silence towards a monumental door, far larger than any crypt around it. Its black surface veined with iron and etched in symbols that seems to almost faintly pulse, noticeable only to your eye, of course, as they are more than likely arcane in nature. Even at this distance, you felt a presence. The door did not merely block a path. It commanded the space around it, like a slumbering dream begging to return. What would you do?
I will move up towards my compatriot and ask them in an hushed tone, what are you doing here?
So we're gonna wind back a little bit. Give me a second. Just want to be sure. I just want to check one thing real, just so I'm not missing anything. No, excellent. So basically, the hidden deep in the bowels of Castle Ravenloft, deeper than where shadows and sorrow cling to the stone like moss, there lied the chamber like any other. It felt, as Irina and Maz were approaching it, that it was a place where darkness dared not thread. It seemed as if it was the door leading to something, perhaps the only thing good in Barovia. You were both studying and watching the door for a few seconds that just arrived when you heard behind you, Timothy.
What are you doing here?
Oh,
I could ask you the same thing.
When did you get so sneaky?
I
Whew.
always was.
I'm here for the same reason I came to this castle in the first place. I am looking for answers. To who
So
I
are we
am,
all.
my past, whatever it is.
Fine.
What about you? What is important enough for you to risk?
You notice
Coming
in his
down.
hands, he holds a large tome of sorts. I also need to ask a question, forgive me. Maz, Irina, did you go straight down, or you went by the guest bedroom to perhaps gather some semblance of equipment before coming here?
I'll leave that up to Irina. Maz is fairly comfortable
I know.
as
Irina?
is.
She might have gone to just... she's generally more comfortable, like, with her, at least her rapier. So she probably wouldn't bring her full ensemble of stuff, but she'd
Okay.
probably grab that at least.
Fair. Perfect. Awesome. So yes, he has a book in his arms, and you all find yourself before this large door.
So as I was saying before, we forgot about equipment.
Hey.
I came here for answers. I want to know where her immortality is from and how it works. This has been the whole purpose of my journey.
I think Irina is going to immediately kind of look towards the tome that he's holding and raise an eyebrow and just say, trespassing is one thing that is bad enough, and I am participating in that, but are you also stealing?
Yes.
Okay. We went there. Okay.
So long as we know it.
Do you really think that stealing from her is going to make a difference?
Probably.
To her, to us.
Did you see those two heads on the table?
Yes. And I strongly believe that us being here will end up with our heads on a table, regardless of stealing or not.
Perhaps. It is not for me to judge whatever you need to do to achieve what is important to you. Merely asking the question.
So long as you're prepared to face those consequences, I will back you up.
Good. about that door?
It is.
Anyone's got an idea?
It is made of black, what seems to be almost, I would say marble. From closer, it does seem that there's more like almost like veins of a lighter grayish within it. There's large hinges, and it seems to be reinforced by iron bars. There's no visible locks to it, giving you the impression that maybe you can just push it.
I think that before we do, I just picked up a feat with this level up, called Sixth Sense.
Oh, yes. Okay, I know what that is. Give me a second.
I can put it in the chat.
No. Oh, well, I mean, you can put it in the chat if you wish. So this happens when you are specifically searching. Are you in the process? Are you taking the 5-ish minutes to search for something? And what are you searching for?
I would argue that this whole thing, like that we've been going down here searching for what Anastasia has told us.
Absolutely.
About.
So I will have you roll this check that I've just put in the chat.
Okay.
You can just click. Oh wait, can you? Yeah, you can just click on perception in the chat and you'll roll it.
Cool.
That okay, cool. So that's an 11. Your senses have been assaulted since walking within the halls of the Castle Ravenloft. You feel as if something awoke inside of you, perhaps a sense of you being able to notice perhaps the supernatural more than usual. You've seen lingering spirits, perhaps even the dark side of other people's thoughts, and even felt the presence of perhaps more friendly spirits. With all that sense that you've awoken that seems to have been assaulted ceaselessly since you are here, specifically in this castle, you feel no malevolent spirits or any instances that would be tied to the ethereal plane present here.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
So what do you guys do?
I think Irina will take a deep breath, and seeing no one is moving quickly enough for her liking, will go to push on the door.
And open the door. Just give me a second. I want to check one thing here real fast. All right. And we find ourselves in a room. Just give me a second. The grand tomb, bathed in quiet defiance against the pall of the castle. As the heavy doors groaned open, a strange warmth greets you. Not the oppressive heat of fire or blood, the gentle embrace of something sacred, something remembered. The air stir, and it is not stagnant. It hums faintly as though holding its breath in near reverence. Polished marble floors, pristine despite the centuries, stretched across the chamber like water. They reflect the soft radiance pouring through towering stained glass windows high above the vaulted ceiling. These windows are miracles of colors and light, capturing moments from the lost age of heroes. In one, a knight clasps the talon of a silver dragon in solemn alliance. In another, he raises a child from the ruins of war. Above all, they bear witness to the tale of a man whose heart dared to remain pure. At the far end of the tomb stands 3 statues, solemn and eternal. Twin angel flanked a tall, proud paladin. His features noble, familiar. Irina's breath would catch, for in the contour of that stone face lies the ghost of a memory, the man from the painting, the visage that haunted her dreams. Sergei, the brother, the hope that was. At the center of the room rests his sarcophagi, hewn from midnight black marble. Its surface is unadorned, save the name carved deep in the stone beneath it, Sergei von Zarovic. The letters gleam faintly as though lit from beneath by memory itself. There is power in that name, reverence, and immeasurable mourning. But the most wondrous of all, what lies atop the tomb, is a sword of impossible beauty. Nestled in a shallow cradle atop the coffin's lid, forged of silver so pure it borders on the celestial. The blade shimmers with a bluish light that pulses softly with your every step, as though it recognizes you, or remembers a vow long kept. Its hilt is a masterpiece of artistry, wrought with winged motif, runes of light, and the guard reminding the wings of an eagle in flight. And though ages have passed since the hand of Sergei last held it, the blade remains untouched by time, keen, waiting. This is no mere resting place. This is a beacon in the dark, a shrine of a forgotten virtue, kept unspoiled in the name of remembrance, and the final sanctuary of a man who stood between the world and its end, the broken prince, the lost light. Irina couldn't help but to find her eyes filling with tears, but she knew that they were not her own. Something deep within her stirred, cried, mourned, as if it had just awoken. And somewhere in the walls, if you listen closely, you could hear the echo of a dragon's cry, still lingering, mourning, guarding. What would you do?
You knew him?
Yes, I don't know. I must. I don't remember, but I feel as though I know him very well.
I will also remind Timothy of a conversation he had not too long ago with Madame Eva, of a card that was pulled. The King of Crown, the Broken One. In her words that this is a card of power and strength. It tells of a weapon of righteousness. She saw a forever sleeping prince, a servant of light forgotten in this land by all but one tortured soul, and the glimmer of light that rests in his hands.
I remember that. I just don't care about the sword. I mean, yeah, but how can you know him? This tomb seems whole.
She shakes her head.
I will remind us we are intruding. Perhaps we should be keeping things brisk and introspect later.
Right. It's just I feel like I am so close to something, so close to understanding something, and that it's
Then-
right here, but I just can't quite reach it.
Then let's look around. See what you might find.
Other than what I've described, the tomb itself seems to be devoid of other artifices. It is, in essence, a grand tomb, but seems very simple in its making.
I think she'll say, perhaps I might be able to channel something.
What can we do to help that?
She's going to pull out a actually toying with a couple of different options here. I think first, actually, yeah, I guess do both. The first thing would be gonna use psychometric resonance.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. So that's what you want to use?
Yeah.
So you send out your detect magic, basically, because it, if I remember, psychometric resonance works from detect magic, correct?
Yes. But it detects emotional significance and resonance. So she's kind of going around the room, just like gently, like brushing her hands over like the statue, like very gently, feeling for anything.
The general sense. So I'm guessing you're going over everything but the sarcophagi and the sword, correct?
I mean, she would.
I mean, she can take them if she wants.
She's not going to take them, but she might touch them.
Gotcha.
Slightly. Yeah.
And while she does that, I'm presuming it's going to take a few minutes as she proceeds at doing that around the chamber itself. What are Maz and Timothy doing?
I'll try to open the book if it's not a simple thing, or if like magic emanates from it. I'll just look around the tomb and the sword.
Magic does
because
emanate from it. You can if you
Well,
wish.
then I'll-
You can if you wish, because normally it would take 10 minutes to do anything to identify it.
Yeah, I'll just look at the sword.
It's a beautiful
That's
sword.
not what I. Yeah. Is it magic?
Absolutely.
Can I do a history check on it or something?
You absolutely can. Just give me a second. I'll bring up something here. It would be.
I want to say recall knowledge, the sword, but
Recall knowledge on the sword, absolutely. It would be a. So you can make a recall knowledge arcana on it if you wish, or religion if you wish. We'll put the DC at 42.
Where's this?
Maz, what do you do in the meantime?
I think Maz is just really kind of uncomfortable in the situation, so he's going back and forth between pacing and checking out the looking out the doorway to make sure no one's coming down to
do
interfere.
Anything.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So far, so good. The hallway is, I mean, like, you would hear somebody, unless somebody is very, very stealthy, you would hear them coming. I can consider that basically you are on the lookout on anybody that's coming through the door or heading in your direction. Fair enough?
That sounds great.
Perfect. Timothy, you have ample arcane knowledge. This sword is marked by many runes of magic and very, very potent magic. You feel as it is a very powerful weapon, though the true nature of it eludes you.
Okay.
Irina, the sense in general that you get from the statues, even the torches itself, the stone floor, everything about this room was made almost in an attempt of atonement. As if somebody wanted to repay that person in the sarcophagi for something that they had done wrong. And this stays a very shallow feeling, as if like whatever the feeling was meant to be, they know that it's not even a fraction of paid back of whatever it was. The sarcophagi, as you touched it, is strangely blank to you. As if you're not able to get a read on it, and you hear nothing from beneath it or within it. You pass your hand on the sword, and you hear the inkling of voices, and you feel hope. Would you do anything else?
Her next toolkit, their next tool in her toolkit is because she's trying all of her psychic things. Her next thing to do would be to try. She's not just trying everything. Would be to try automatic writing.
Okay, just give me a second.
You put it in the.
I just want to check one thing real quick. That does take 10 minutes.
Yes.
Okay.
Things may happen while that's going on. I
Fair.
Understand that.
Okay.
Irina does not know that, so that
Fair.
is what she would be doing.
Okay. I would have you make a. You don't. Yeah. Okay. We'll make it an occultism lore.
Okay.
So you can make an occultism check.
Okay.
So Irina took 5 minutes going around the room, touching things and seeming to feel certain things. Maz, you've been there for a while. Yeah, you know that normally after a few minutes, thieves get caught. You see that Irina gets on the ground and she opens up her little things and she starts scribbling on a piece of paper.
Okay. Is this going to take long?
Perhaps 10 minutes. And then we can go.
Okay.
I would like Moss to make a perception check for me.
Blind or...
Oh, you can just do it open. It's fine. I'm not telling you a DC. Gotcha. Yes?
I also forgot. Sorry, go ahead. No, you go for it.
I'm going to re-roll with the hero point.
Absolutely.
Not much better.
Hey, you know. It's, yes, Irina.
I was going to say that I believe, let me check. I forgot that I have a assurance.
So if you roll
And-
assurance, you do not roll the dice.
Yeah. Can I forgot that I had that.
So since you rolled, we'll keep the roll,
Okay.
if that's
But
all
for
right.
next time. Yeah,
Excellent.
that's fine. I might use a hero point on it though. Then.
Fair, absolutely. Go ahead.
Might as well.
You can. You know how to reroll with hero point in the chat.
No. Is that a specific? I was just gonna roll it and then mark it off.
So you go on your chat box for the 19. Right click on it, and you should have the option reroll using a hero point. Here we go, 26.
Sweet.
So it automatically erases the other one and brings up the new one.
Perfect. Thank you.
Not a problem. All right. Timothy.
Can I, hearing the 10-minute thing,
Yes.
I would go into the book.
Okay, not a problem. So where do you put the book to study it? Do you just plop it on the sarcophagi?
Yeah.
Okay. And so you can make your Arcana check. I also want to know, so Irina, normally lore questions and so for recall knowledge beckons for questions. With your successes that you had, what would be 2 questions you would like answered?
Why do I feel a sense of connection, familiarity to this person and this place? And who was he?
That's a bit vague, because who was he can be answered in many. I feel that's not exactly what you want to ask.
Okay. Who? So the first in the first kind of question that I framed, like who? Why do I feel this sense of connection? Why do I feel all of these memories that are not quite memories?
Okay.
And I guess who was he to me would probably be.
Okay. Okay, that makes a lot
Who
of
am
sense.
I? Yeah.
So these would be your 2 questions. Excellent. So,
Yeah.
10 minutes passes. With the 10-minute passes, Timothy, you're fiddling with the book on top of the altar. Takes a second. You notice that there is a glyph of warding upon it. And you are able to bypass it, being able to open the tomb itself. It is marked in a language that you do not recognize. There are about only 5 pages of stone that are carved within it. They seem to be made of a reddish stone material. Do you have more questions for that?
Not really.
Okay. But you do not recognize the language itself. Just give me a second. I just want to check one thing here. It has the same handwriting shared with the Fey, Draconic. So you can pretty much guess it is in the same, as if we can identify languages that are from the branch of Latin. This is pretty much in the same branch of languages as Elven.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yep.
Excellent. All right. So when we won back time, by the way, with STRAHD, it was more like 15 minutes before than 5 minutes, but timing, right? You finish your scribbling of the circular motion, and you open your mind to the forces around you. Your hand starts writing on its own, and puts out to the paper is Why do you feel a sense of connection? There's only one word. Reincarnation. And who he was to you, there's only, again, one word. Everything.
Ooh, okay. I think she just stares at the words for a moment. And then she'll kind of nod her head. She looks a little bit paler to anyone observing, like this has taken something out of her to channel this. Mechanically, I am stupefied 1 for the next 10 minutes. But I think she would kind of pick herself up and just say, I think I have the answers I need for now.
Right. Timothy, are you ready?
Yes. I didn't get any answers, but I got this book which might contain them, so
Then let's go back up.
I am kind of curious about this sword that Madame Eva told me about, but I'm not taking that with us.
Oh, do you think that's from one of the cards?
It probably is, but it's not gonna help me, so you do whatever you want.
I'm not picking the loot. It's not helping me. Hey, at least he's honest, right?
Thievery for objective is a thing. Also, what would I do with a sword?
Irina definitely looks at it with a little bit of longing, but she is not about to steal from STRAHD after they've already trespassed and after Timothy has already stolen something, so...
I don't use a sword either. Prophecy is a weird thing. Does our missing party member? No, he uses bows usually.
He has a sword as well. He has a rapier. The people that you know that use rapier are Irina, swords. Irina, Kindrot. I believe that Cyrus has a weapon as a bladed weapon, but I'm unsure, and you don't remember exactly ever seeing him wield one.
And Kristrid uses a sword or no?
She uses a hammer that seems to be made.
Right.
She does have a rapier.
Special hammer.
Forgive me. She does. Wait, no. Does she have a rapier? I don't think she has.
She just has a hammer.
Yep.
So you've seen Cyrus use bladed weapon in one hand.
If we chose to get it, I would certainly feel better about doing it when we weren't guests, but
I don't think
I don't know we'll have another opportunity. I would personally at this point just leave it.
So we have a consensus then.
It is not ours to take.
Then let's go.
Very well.
Excellent. I would like to have, since Maz, you were near the door, that's fine. I would like for Irina and Timothy to make a reflex saving throw.
Love it.
Oh no, I hate those.
Okay.
Y'all.
Nice. Okay.
I'm gonna hero point that.
Absolutely. Go ahead. Okay, that's a bit better. So as you head towards the door, there's this slab of stone that you slowly walk upon. That makes a little click. You all hear it. There would be enough time for Timothy and Maz to stay out, but not for Irina. Catching the stone slab that's fall down would be an endeavor in itself. So my question is, Maz, Timothy, do you throw yourselves out? Do you stay in the room? Do you try to catch whatever is falling?
I try to catch whatever's falling.
Okay, we're talking
I'll try to
about
help
a large double door size slab of probably stone, about half a foot thick.
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Just give you a few seconds. Irina, so you rush forward. You do see the slab slowly falling. Maz looks up, kind of sees it. Timothy, what would you do?
I will try to help Maz with.
So you put yourself
Can I
kind of like
cast
in
a spell?
in the between of it.
Can I cast a spell?
I would say if it is a reaction, yes.
Then no, I cannot cast a spell. Yes, I'll try to help. I don't know how. But
Okay.
I'll try to help.
So what I'll first have you do is I'll have you roll athletics. It is a DC 20 to assist another. And I believe that you are, for some reason, trained in athleticism. What the fuck?
I'm an expert.
Excellent.
Damn, son.
Damn, right? So, Maz, you benefit from a +5 to your check. You can roll athletics as well.
Okay.
Please
Let me
roll
just
high.
add that +5.
I keep forgetting that it's.
I
this
will hero
character
point.
I have with you.
That is what?
Timothy is not my other character, Elbrian. Elbrian
Yeah.
sucks at that level.
Fair.
Timothy's good.
All right. So what we're gonna do? At that point, Irina, would you throw yourself through the door? Where would you go?
So they've caught this thing?
They seem well intended to do so. You have 6 seconds to decide what you're gonna do. Are you jumping through, and maybe they're not gonna be succeeding at stopping it, or you wait to see if they stop it or not?
She's not gonna really she wouldn't abandon them.
Okay.
I don't think. So she would try to dodge out of the way of being hit, but she would try to probably put herself in a position to try to support one of them if they were to fall or
Okay. The first thing I'm going to have is I will have Maz and Timothy take 10 points of damage. It's bludgeoning damage from the falling damage of the slab basically coming onto them. It's heavy. Enough to groan, you feel almost like the bone cracking as it does so. You also hear the sound of stained glass breaking and shattering from within the tomb itself, and something dropping and plopping on the ground. Something huge. You're, at that moment, left with the decision of kind of holding in between. One of you is going to need to take the full weight of that thing for the other two to be out of it. And I want to know
Maz is prepared to do that.
I want to know who's going to be in that position.
Maz is prepared to try and shoulder weight. That's...
Okay.
Yep.
What are the other two doing?
It would.
Sarah, you cut it off, Irina.
Oh, sorry. It would depend on if it looks like Maz is like handling himself well or not.
You
Like,
will need to wait 6 seconds for that
okay.
to know and to find out what happens.
Then I would say the similar. She would position herself so that it wouldn't fall on her, but she wouldn't fully exit.
So you can either be in the room or in the hallway. So she would remain in the room or she'd be in the hallway outside is the question.
I think she'd probably remain in the room.
Okay. What about Timothy?
I'll step out
In the hallway?
in the hallway.
Okay.
And cast a summon undead.
Okay.
To help Maz.
Okay. Can you tell me how much strength your undead has?
I'm looking at it.
Okay.
Where's my menage?
All right. So for the purpose of
+4.
Okay, so for the purpose of this being in initiative order and so forth, so that we just are all on the same timeline. The first turn was basically the trap triggered. You all took the decision of going under the door ish. It fell down on its action and kind of like took everybody it injured Timothy and Maz in the process. That's turn 1. Turn 2, now you're faced with a decision. Like you can all stay there, but eventually you'll be crushed under the thing. So Irina, you move inside of the room itself. Timothy, you moved outside and casted a spell, leaving Timothy to be there to withhold the weight of the thing. Right? And good enough?
Leaving Maz.
Living Maz. So for the purpose of this, I will say that the skeleton, since it doesn't have any sense of preservation, will automatically give Maz a +5. I would like Maz to make an athletics check.
All right. While he's doing this, he sort of looks at Irina. Get out!
Yeah. With that, she would. Because the only reason she wasn't was hesitating to leave him alone in the room.
Okay, fair.
Well, only had so many hero points.
Yes. Can you roll? Let's say 1d4 for me. Odds is me. Evens is you. Evens, what side do you want to be at from the door?
I mean, I would rather be on the.
You decide what side you are on the of the door. Which side of the door?
As in left or right?
Yes. As in inside or in the hallway.
Well, Are there people still in the room?
No.
Then Maz is going to be trying to get out into the hallway as well.
All right. So the next few seconds are going super fast in motion. So you're basically jumping outside of the door, outside of the room, and you hear the loud of the door closing behind you as you safely, all three of you, made it out of this tomb. You did see something inside that was massive. Takes a few seconds. You're there, just like breathing and just realizing that you were almost crushed by a slab of marble that now blocks your way. But suddenly there's a loud on the other side, and the marble cracks slightly. And this is where you're pretty much like, oh shit, we need to go. Standing up and heading in the direction that you're going, that you came from. On one side, the door, the doors leading to the tomb you were in explodes, and this massive creature rushes out. From all accounts of what you can figure out is that this is a dragon. In front of you, appears STRAHD, along with Cyrus and Kristrid. And this is where we'll take our first bio break. And we'll come back to an interesting situation when we get back. I assume that it didn't exactly go as I assumed, but we'll find how it goes at that point. So hang on for 5 minutes while we do our own little bio breaks, while we refuel our hydro and O2. And stay tuned for maybe an epic fight, or maybe just a flight of, just running away from a dragon. Who knows? All right.
I've got my backup.
All right, everybody got a backup character. Excellent. All right. So we'll see you in about 5 minutes.
All right.
All right.
I rolled it. It's fine. Oh, you have 2 initiative. Why?
Oh wait, you rolled it?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know. I think we rolled it at the same time.
It's
I don't know.
fine.
Get rid of mine.
How? Give me a second. Let me just. Hello, everybody. We're back. So if you weren't clear when you left, yes, there's gonna be a fight. All right. So, just to go back on the minutia of it, something triggered inside of the tomb. A guardian was awoken, and the slab door was closed. Of course, thankfully, all of the people that were inside succeeded at going out. As they were fleeing, this gigantic zombie dragon emerged from one side of the room, and on the other side appeared STRAHD, along with Cyrus and Kristrid. I would also like to note that Maz transformed into a large werewolf.
I have a question.
I have an answer.
We still don't have our weapons, right?
I believe that since for the ease of things, STRAHD would have taken you there first and explained where she was taking you before coming here.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah.
STRAHD, you are first to act.
Can I just... Maz was the last one out of the room. Can I be between Irina and Timothy and the Dargon?
Oh yes, absolutely. We'll put them. Wait, give me. You're gonna be here. They're gonna be there. Absolutely.
Awesome.
So, STRAHD.
Mm-hmm. What did you do? What did you do?
Is that her turn?
Just staring at all of you.
Excellent.
On the map, where is she?
Right here.
Okay, got it. Thank you very much.
You're
she
supposed to be able
will-
to move her. I think.
Okay, perfect.
Let me see. Configure ownership. Yep, you're supposed to.
I allowed you into my home. I said that you would be safe. And yet, here you are, creeping about in my brother's chamber. You may get yourself out of it. And then she will disappear.
Perfect.
And just sit and wait.
All right. In the meantime, the big mean dragon charges forward. It moves sluggishly, but still with purpose. It is quite heavy. Its first action will be to move forward. Its second action will breathes in. Oh, sorry, never mind. It can't. It's gonna stay there, and it will be attacking with one of its claws on Maz. That is a critical miss on Maz. Really? 21.
-2.
What?
Did it roll a nat 1?
He rolled a nat 1, so that's a crit miss. You're right. Yes, Timothy.
Yeah.
What happened to my undead skeleton?
He was probably crushed beneath the door when the zombie dragon, like, literally just charged out.
Oh, that's fair.
All right, and its action stubs there. Cyrus, what do you do?
Oh, joy. Maz is actually that size, right?
Yes, Maz is actually large.
Wonderful. I am stuck then. Okay. Free action, because I'm Drifter. I'm gonna stride as much as I can, so up to here. And then my actual actions will be to, first off, reload my gun. So let me select my ammo. Let's do this. So reload, first action. Second action, take aim and shoot.
All right, go ahead.
And third action, I will be activating my ammo.
That totally hits.
So on top of that,
yes.
it needs to take 1 persistent fire damage and 1 splash damage.
Excellent.
And Maz also needs to take that splash damage. Oops.
One splash damage.
Mm-hmm. Of fire.
Maz is done. All that you're doing on it seems to be rippling on its flesh.
Wonderful.
It takes
and
no
final
damage.
action will be to reload. Oh, okay, cool. Reload anyways.
All right.
Oh, wait, no. Final action was to activate. My bad.
Kristrid on deck. Maz.
I'm not on deck. Pauses. For a second, I thought we were. I would like to space full.
Kristrid?
Moonlight. Can you hear me?
Vaguely. It's your sound seems to be far away.
Oh, no, 1 second.
It's fine.
How about now?
It's a bit better. So, what do you do?
I'm casting a spell.
What spell are you casting?
Moonlight Ray.
Moonlight
on
Ray.
The dragon.
Okay, can you press cast?
Name of the moon.
I will punish you.
In the name of the moon. Get frig off. Okay.
The name of the moon. Fuck off. All right. Can you
I said frig off, just so you know, but it's the name of the moon. Fuck.
Not a problem. Can you please target it? Yes, it is. Keywork. Keywork was our Sailor Moon in a Sailor Moon one shot. It was great.
Can you remind me how to target? Which button is it? Tab?
You are currently no. That's Vyashno. So you just hover your mouse over it and you press T.
T. That's what it is.
T. In the name of the moon, get stuffed. Yes. You can roll attack. In chat, just press the big attack button in your spell.
Mm-hmm. There we go. Aha! Attack!
Attack! That is a 25. It misses.
Hero point.
You may absolutely hero point it. Absolutely.
Do I just...
You right-click on the window in the chat, and you click reroll using hero point. That is a hit with 31, so you may roll damage.
Is this an undead creature?
If you check, there's a roll damage in the spell chat. If you just click that, it'll tell you everything you need to know.
Oh, this is really creepy. Oh, that's a lot of dice.
It takes a lot of damage. It's still standing.
Dang it.
You still have one action.
Where's my one action? I don't have any other red action spells. I'm just gonna kind of stay back here and look some move over.
All right.
So I have a better view of the hallway.
Not a problem. Maz on deck. Irina.
Which way is it to the stairs?
This way.
Okay. Cool. There are people that just got here, so Maz is going to just sort of grunt out, "Stairs! There!" And I guess we'll then try and attack it. We will try and bite this thing. I want to do something first. Let's do some science first and try and intimidate it. Do I have intimidating?
Quick
Layer?
question.
Yes.
When you say bite it, what is happening exactly?
So have you noticed that the token changed?
Oh. That's I thought that was the dragon.
No.
Okay.
No.
That's Maz.
Yep. Cool. I'm gonna be making a roll here for myself.
Yes.
Cool.
Cool. So
Yeah,
Maz.
so what
No one
happens
else-
is Maz is like trying to grab the shoulder of the dragon and pull it down, and Big Wolf Maz is going in for an actual bite.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that misses.
We will try again as an intimidating strike.
For 2 actions.
Yep.
And that's a crit hit.
Quick
Yes.
question,
Yes.
Moz.
Oh.
What is your DC?
22, I think.
Yes.
Okay.
And it is frightened 2, if
So-
it can be.
It takes the full damage, and maybe a bit more, but it is not frightened.
Okay.
Irina.
Okay. Cool. I succeeded on
Yeah,
my.
I saw that.
Oh yeah. All right. She definitely looks. It's hard to tell what thing she is the most scared of in this room, but she's able to maintain her composure enough to try to cast a spell. I'll have to roll a check first, I think, to make sure I can.
Yeah, DC 6.
Yeah.
And you failed.
And I failed, so I cannot cast a spell.
Like
I think that does cost your actions too.
That does cast the action.
Okay, so the one I was gonna. Does it cost just one action or does it
No.
cost?
So it costs however how many action the thing was supposed to be taking.
Does it also
Okay.
cost the spell slot?
If it is a spell that is, I do believe no, because you didn't begin casting it. And just for, I'm not sure if it does cost the 2, so I'll say it just cost 1 for now, and we'll check it afterwards.
Okay, sounds good. In that case, actually, I'm gonna. No, this is not. Is that considered a skill check or no?
No,
will-
it is not considered to be a skill check.
Okay. Okay. In that case. Gonna load this, or I guess draw the gun. How I'm not sure how that.
I will remind you that you said you were not bringing it.
You're right. Okay, rapier then. That's what I've got. That's what I'm gonna use.
Not a problem. Shaky hands, draw the blade. Shing. That
Yep.
costs a second action. You still have 1 action.
Is there enough space for? Yeah, there's. I can't, or no, I can't attack at 15 feet away from this thing, right?
Unless you want to fight in the same square as a scruffy werewolf, which I doubt you do.
No, I don't. So then I'm just gonna use my last action to just take a
Absolutely.
movement towards the
Um,
stairs.
Absolutely. Maz, Irina would be open to a reactive strike. Do you take it?
No.
Okay, just making sure. Just asking. All right, Timothy on deck. Oh, Jesus. 5 chests. Thank you so much for the cards and the purchase, Demi Nerd. He wants to help out in combat, apparently. All right, Timothy.
I'm just looking for that.
Holy hell.
Can I spawn that? No, I can't. I need you to spawn it. All right.
Congrats on the legendary that you found. Summon undead.
I'm spawning a skeleton soldier here.
Skeleton soldiers right there. All right, just give me a second. That is your turn, correct?
Yep.
All right, where's your menagerie? Ah, here it is. I'll change the color of it. Skeleton soldier. Here we go. Right here. There we go. That's done. That's turn for you. So, Stradaya, do you manifest yourself or do you just remain hidden?
She would unhide herself. She'd reveal herself. But is there a way for her to have swapped places with Maz? Or put herself in between him and
Lady
the dragon?
Stradaya, you are the lady of this castle. Of course you can.
Okay. Bye-bye, Wolfie. You can go there. Good boy. Sit down. Mommy's gotta go to work now.
I will also, for the purpose, since you're passing by two, I will say, no, you can't. Sorry, never mind. Go ahead.
Okay. She would look at all of you, and you will see this rage upon her that you've never seen. Her eyes are bright red, glowing. Her fangs are out. Her claws have lengthened. And then she'll go in and go to put Wall of Force up.
Oh, okay. Where would she put it?
She'll try to put it right here. If she can.
Give me a second. Give me a sec. Can I do something? Oh, wait. I'll know what to do. There's no way for me to put a wall of force, but we will know that... Oh, that's not what I wanted. That is here. No, that's not what I want. Jesus. Here we go. That's your wall of force.
Perfect.
And it's gone. I don't know how to draw it. Oh, wait. I know what to do. Here we go. You guys see that?
Cute, yeah. A cute little squiggly line. Yep.
That's your wall of force.
Perfect.
All right. Do you do any other actions? Oh, that's 3 actions. Excellent. The dragon would mindlessly slam into it, unable to do anything else. Cyrus.
For flavor, she would turn around though and look at them and just go, "Well, you got yourselves into this mess. How do you plan to get out of it, I wonder?"
Cyrus?
And she would.
Oh.
Okay. Screaming and crying. No. First action, stride. Let me actually do this the right way. So 15. Well, actually, yeah, I can do that. So 20. And then, I'm realizing I shouldn't know where to go from here. So
You do
I have
not.
a question.
Yes.
I've seen Irina run towards this way. Can I
Yes.
make a perception check to try and see where she might be going?
Well, the
Moss
door.
also did say the stairs were that way.
The door that you're facing, because it's a door, shows this.
Oh, okay, then I'm not reading that. So I think I'll just pass my turn.
So you do not find any stairs. Do you keep going further? Because from what you're seeing, you do not see any stairs.
Yeah, exactly. It's a big place.
It is a big place.
No, I think I'd stay where my companions are.
Okay. Not a problem. Christrid.
I want to stay with Irina and keep her safe.
Okay. So you're gonna basically delay and follow her if she goes anywhere?
Yes.
Maz, what would you do?
I am also going to delay, I think, until after Timothy, while snarling, "Go stairs!"
Irina?
She's gonna try again to cast a spell because she just doesn't like feeling useless. Before run, and then, if it fails, she's gonna, head towards the stairs, but she's gonna still try again with the spell. So does the d6 again. Let's try this.
I don't speak. Sorry. That's
Can I
great.
beat a 6? Can we beat a 6?
Okay, yeah, great, absolutely. Critical success. Yeah, good job. Good job. She did it. Everybody, she did it.
Okay. Does the wall of force, that doesn't prevent stuff from going, like spells from going through?
Oh, yes.
Does it?
It prevents even planner going into the ethereal plane and trying to walk through it. It's an anchor in real space that nothing.
Is it 2 ways? Is it 2 ways?
No. Yes, it is 2 ways. The creature cannot come your way, and you cannot affect it in any ways. Unless she drops it, there's no. Unless Strahdaya drops it, there's nothing that can be done to the dragon in that aspect except a disintegrate spell. Or the dragon.
You can also hit.
What?
You can also hit the wall. Because that's an AC 10, hardness 30, hit points of 60.
Yes, but it is a stone wall. What's the purpose of that?
Okay. Well, my spell that I was going to do, I was not thinking of that, so it's not really going to do anything because it would be on the dragon.
I mean, you are trying. You are attempting.
Yeah, fair.
And the dragon doesn't seem to be affected.
Okay.
Do you do anything else?
She's going to then, heeding Maz's growl, head towards the stairs.
Excellent. So the door, what basically Cyrus stops in front of the door is just something that you push and go through without an itch. Following behind you, we have Kristrid and Cyrus, who are there pretty much. Timothy, what do you do?
Yeah, I'm on a full throttle.
And exiting?
Yep.
Excellent. Maz, you are pretty much left there on your own after everybody exits. What do you do?
Follow them.
Excellent. So you're slowly heading towards the exit. Sorry, the stairs. What, first reflex, Irina, where are you going?
Wherever is the, I mean, she would be trying to remember her way back, the way they came.
Back where? To the guest room, to the gatehouse, to the entrance, to the ballroom?
To the guest room, I guess. Because that's where they came from.
Okay, not a problem. So I will do this. I will do this, and I'll take you to the guest rooms. This is exciting. I didn't plan for this. All right, let me just bring you to the guest rooms. Guest room is... That's the king's accountant. I believe this is it. Yes, perfect. Yes, excellent. We move back into the guest room with Escher in the process of still being lavishly lavishly sitting on one of the chairs, kind of like surprised to see you come in. Still probably sweaty, still reeling from the damage and the traumatic experience that you had. Moz, did you retake your human shape?
Yeah.
Excellent. So you basically all walk in, and the doors close rapidly behind you. Escher kind of like taking mild interest in, I take it something interesting happened? What would you guys do?
Yeah. We should probably be leaving.
Interesting is one word for it.
We really should be leaving.
I think
I think
Irina's
just
gonna start to gather
I
her
think-
stuff.
Ooh, thank you for the cards.
we definitely I want to start looking for my real place when they change to my real place. But I was still around. Okay. I didn't just see things, right? Like that was right.
We can talk about it when we are elsewhere. Now, we should be leaving.
Irina's gonna turn to Escher and just say, Give the lady my sincerest apologies for disturbing her
With what
space.
With what seemed to have happened, I'm not getting close to that problem.
Whenever you happen to see her.
And you would all leave?
If it helps, you can tell her we threatened you or whatever.
I think the paper that she already had with the automatic writing, that Irina would probably just scribble a note then to leave there for STRAHD with just, I'm sorry, I needed answers. Now I have them. And yeah, she would just leave that, like very quickly write it, leave it by where the bottle of wine was.
Gotcha. Give me just 1 second. So you would head downstairs through the main hall and head back towards the entrance where the black carriage is waiting for you, correct?
I think that is the out we know, so
That is
yes.
the only out that you do know. So you do make it all the way down to the black carriage. Thankfully, there's no news of whatever happened in the Undercroft that reached whoever is on the upper floor. Forgive me, I was hydrating. Thank you so much for the hydrate. So, you slowly make your way inside of the black carriage itself, and as the door is about to close on the outside, which is rainy as hell in the middle of the night, you do see a form approaching from the castle's main door, kind of like lurching a bit, holding on to one of the walls, as if for support for a second, and you do see the blood-drenched form of STRAHD, close enough to say something. STRAHD.
So you took advantage of my kindness. I see.
I'm sorry. Lady STRAHD, I want to try to
Yeah.
justify.
Good. You shouldn't. I took care of the problem for you all. I will not do that the second time. Good luck, traipsing upon the land. The next time you need help or assistance, I won't be there. You left me alone after trespassing upon my brother's tomb. And then you call me a monster.
On that, the door slowly shuts without giving a chance for a reply.
Okay.
And slowly rides off. If this was a movie, this is where the camera would pan upwards into the upper spires of the castle, looking up to a person. The candle light guttered low as Anastasia emerged from the shadows, her lips curled in a smile that held no warmth. At the far end stood Rahadan, like a statue, gazing out through the window down at the scene that unfurled before him. The horizon still storm-bruised. Then Anastasia spoke. "Oh, dear Rahadan," she purred, her voice like wine steeped in venom. "Tell me, how long will you stand there and pretend not to notice? Our lady grows distracted." Anastasia approached slowly, her hands folding over his shoulder for a second, but her tone was anything but reverent. "The girl, Irina, you see what she does to her. A twitch in the jaw, a softness in the eyes, love, or the ghost of it, clawing its way back from her brother's tomb or into our mistress's heart. And what do? Watch? Wait? Fade?" Rahadan did not flinch at the obvious provocation, but there was a subtle shift in his jawline, a tiny fracture of the serene cruelty that made up his ageless mask. Of course, Anastasia caught it, and her smile deepened. "She might love you, you know," she said, circling him. "Might. If only you showed her you could be more than a shadow casted by her will. But perhaps you prefer it this way, silent, invisible, forgotten, the forever sad second fiddle." She turned on her heel, the hem of her gown trailing like spilled blood as she moved toward the darkened stairwell. Rahadan's voice now followed her, quiet and dry as bone. "Where are you going?" She paused at the top of the stairs, casting a glance over her shoulder. "Oh, I have business," she said with lazy shrug. "Things to torture, people to kill, you know, initiative. At least I won't sit back and hope the girl falls off a cliff on her own." Her eyes gleamed, cruel and bright. "I'll be the one to push her." Rahadan's hand twitched at his side. "Lady Stradaya forbade harm to the girl," he reminded her, his words hollow but edged like razors. Anastasia tilted her head as if she listened for some far-off music. "Then stop me." She then vanished in the shadows with a rustle of silk and the softest hint of laughter, like a lullaby sung by a graveside. Rahadan remained still, alone in the silence, the storm. Nothing else really mattered right now. What was important was he let her go. The return on the black carriage took what seemed to be forever as you were still wounded, reeling from the consecutive amount of events that had just transpired. You feel as if you were betrayed, but as if you betrayed. You feel as if you're welcomed, but as if you were prey. It's a strange feeling that left more than likely more questions than answered. And after a few hours, you were back at the crossroads. The door of the carriage slowly opening to let you out into the stormy night in the middle of countryside Barovia. Where would be your next destination?
What is the name of the... Yeah, Vlaki.
Excellent. So you would be you would be heading towards Verlaki? Would you break camp now, or you would rather power through the night and hopefully find another find basically the city, and hoping that the fact that you're staying awake would keep you safe from whatever transpires into the night?
Maz is going to start walking down the road unless someone stops him.
They will all stop and be like, hey, we know that traveling at night in this land is not a smart idea.
Sorry, can you repeat that? You're coming through real scratchy like.
Yeah.
Must be that fan again.
Damn you, fan! Damn you, heat!
Turn all these fans. Can you hear me better now?
Yes.
Yep.
By the way, here at Crickcrafters, we endorse the use of fan to keep you heat-free and not dying.
Not dying is
Not dying
generally
is
good.
great. So yes.
I would reach out to stop him and go, we know
And you cut off.
good we should.
Nope. You're cutting off.
No walk. Stay camp.
No walk. Stay camp. So traumatized Kristrid is that she can barely make a coherent thought, formulating her sentences like a caveman. No walk. Stay camp. Yeah, absolutely, right?
They know where we are. We know where we can be more safe.
The safest route would probably, like the shortest and safest would probably be to go back to Sir Pool, but that would take you over the Sir Fall Bridge.
Let's not do that. What is the rest of you think?
We're on the way up to the castle. Maz had been like doing a lot of small talk, just sort of keeping things up. The entire way back, Maz was silent, just like doing breathing exercises. And at this point, he will stop walking. He will come back to the group. He will start to set up a camp and continue his breathing exercises.
Gotcha. Oh, that's where you are. This little tiny. No, that's not where you are. Where are you?
This is the windmill.
This is the windmill. That's not where you are. You are not there. You are here. Yes. So yes, you're not even at the windmill yet. The winding path for Irina that is from around here. You do know that technically going from where you are, going to the city of Barovia is probably as long as going to Vallaki itself, specifically because of the winding path. So Tsirpool is likely the closest thing, unless you decide to, of course, camp here. My question is, how many of you are currently equipped to camp outside?
I am.
Define equipped?
Do you have a tent?
I could. Do we need a tent?
Oh yes, because you have. You are correct. You are correct. You are a pre-signed plan.
Oh yeah, no, I thought we might need one of some of these. There's the feast tab.
Can you afford them? They're a lot.
How much does a tent cost?
It's like, I think 8 silver pieces for each.
Yes, I can afford them.
A pup.
All right. So, Ma seems to be inclined to set up camp here. Thank you so much for the hydrate. Thank you so much. Hydration helps to keep the warmth at bay. So, Ma seems to be inclined to set up camp here. we had other individual that seemed to want to go towards Valaki. So I think it beckons a conversation with each other to decide what exactly the group wants to do.
I mean, the second Maz is talked into making camp, you'll just see Cyrus also begin to unload and make his own.
Okay.
I think Irina, who has been fairly talkative and decisive for the majority of this, is very quiet and kind of acquiescent.
I would also like to know, because I do believe that Maz is the dad of the group in a sense. So, like, being sure that everybody is all right and being sure fine. Now that everything is settled and everything, what is Irina's reaction to our friend Maz? Does she behave differently about him?
I think in any normal circumstance, she would probably, but I think right now she is so
Done.
distracted that there's other more pressing things that's like a conversation for another time, basically, is where she's at right now. Like that's the least of, surprisingly, the least of her concerns right now.
All right. So I would like one of you to make a survival check in order to set up camp.
I think I might be the best at that.
I'm not asking who's the best. I'm asking who's doing it.
But yeah, I'm asking the party. Do you want me to do it?
Sure.
Yes.
+1, so 28.
Your +1 is important, right?
Yeah, it really is.
Absolutely, excellent. So, the tents are set up in a little area that's slightly above water, like where the water is going downwards. It is set it up in a way that there's not going to be no water inside of the tents themselves. By the time that the camp is finished setting up, the temperature outside seems to have somewhat gotten better. So rain has stopped. There is this usual earthy smell of after rain that's prevalent. The fog also seems somewhat welcoming for once, as you are not exactly on the road itself. And there's been these rumors that you need to keep away from the fog, to keep away from all of that. And for once, what you see is the fog seems to be kept at bay. You don't know if it's because of the fire that you've built. Yeah, so you basically are able to set up the camp, and by the time that you are about to go to bed, you can see the sky slowly shifting to basically like sunrise is not too far off, if that makes sense. I will assume it does make sense.
Yep. How many?
So you can only have one item.
Okay. So in that case, I guess it'll be. Oh, I can't afford the 4-person tent.
Most of us already have a tent anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
Excellent.
Cool.
You would go about since you were still full from the night from the banquet. I do assume that you will not be eating any of the rations or anything of the sort. Would anybody do anything specific before going to bed?
Cyrus, to be clear, Cyrus would have built his tent a bit away from the others. Like,
okay.
In his mind, it's, you guys just made STRAHD mad. I was innocent.
I'm not
She's
with
not
them.
mad at me.
I'm not with
innocent.
I'm
exactly.
not with them.
I'm not with them.
Okay.
I didn't do nothing.
Yeah, no.
And you, during the carriage ride, you would have felt him, like, staring daggers at Ivina, Maz, and Timothy.
Okay. Other than staring daggers, do you do anything else before going to bed?
No.
Okay. Anybody
Not
else?
unless someone else needs me.
I would try to decipher the book.
Okay. it is. So you actually notice that it is not a. Thank you for the lucky coins. Thank you so much. You would notice that it is not a code or anything of the sort. It is an ancient language. So unless you have access to a way to translate it literally, or you have some kind of spell that allows you to read languages that you do not know, after 10 minutes, there's no deciphering this, because you can. Oh, this word is gninskin. It means nothing like in common tongue. It probably means something in another language, but you don't know it. Make sense?
Yeah, I don't have the spells for that.
You will need to acquire either a dictionary of sort in that specific language, or find someone that speaks it to read it to you, or something like that. Make sense?
Yep.
All right. Anybody else?
Irina does have something that she'd like to do.
Yes.
She would do this discreetly, while others were either after people had gone to bed or just go off a little bit to. But I think she's going to. She's just like overwhelmed with a lot of big feelings. But I think the strongest one that she's just feeling is guilt, and just thinking about what STRAHD said. It's like kind of repeating in her head. And knowing what she knows about the rumors and what people say about the land, and that she's the land and everything like that. I think she's going to kind of, and she's also familiar with the Vistiani, and various just kind of like rituals and practices. She's kind of going to make up her own little ritual based on her instincts. And she's basically going to cut her hand and make like a blood sacrifice to the land as an atonement.
How deep of a cut? And how much does she mean it?
She deep enough to, not deep enough to cause like lasting damage, but definitely deep enough to hurt. And yeah, she's like, right now she is just like consumed with guilt, especially after like finding out that was STRAHD's brother, and like this feeling of like he clearly meant something to me and meant something to her, and I don't fully understand what has happened, but I know that there is clearly a lot of complicated history, and she just has a desire to make things right, but doesn't really know how to do that.
So, to that effect, I will, specifically since you're saying, oh, you're like she means it and so forth, so on. Give me a second. Can I do that? Yes, I can. Haha. No, type requires what? Type is required. Oh, okay. Give me a second. It is going to be a untyped. I've lowered your maximum health by 1 permanent hit point. You drive the dagger into your skin. It bites deeper than the land. You're trying to do something for the land. You're trying to atone it. It seems that whatever is there is angry at you. As the moment that you're just passing the dagger in, something scares you off, or something kind of like moves as if it was reacting, like almost as if it was trying to hurt you. And in that aspect, you just cut yourself, and you feel that this wound will not heal easily.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yep.
Back at Castle Ravenloft. By a moment of chance, as they had not met in many, many, many moons, STRAHD, coming back inside, meets with Escher. And in this moment, he gives her Irina's letter. That same very night that she leaves. On one side, Lady Stradaya is able to see and read, more than likely, the apology letter, the heartfelt sentiment that she tried to convey in such a haste. And turning the paper on the other side, she sees reincarnation, everything. We will not know yet how she answered or how she reacted to this. But for some reason, at least, Irina felt that her message was conveyed in one way or another. Even though it felt maybe that what happened tonight was just another nail into the coffin of Stradaya's heart.
I think she feels a little better just knowing that the message was conveyed, because that's a sense of like, I have, at least for now, done what I can.
Absolutely.
Until I can find out how to better make things right.
Would anybody else do anything that evening?
Testing my voice here. Can everyone hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you now.
So much better.
Yes.
I switched headphones. I'm not on my AirPods anymore. I would want to cast a spell on Irina if she lets me.
Would she?
Because it takes 10 minutes.
So
to
would you
cast
approach Irina with the suggestion, or you would
Yes.
just like and start
Oh
casting
no.
it?
I would come up to Irina and I would say, I have a spell that I would like to cast on you tonight. What it would do is, if we get into trouble again and you get hurt, I would take the pain of it and you would not.
I don't want you to take any pain on my behalf. You've already done a lot for me in a short time.
No, I understand. It's just more, I can take more than you can, and you are. I made a promise to keep you safe to your brother, and I keep my promises. And this would be one way, and it would, it would make me feel better after such a terrible night.
She kind of heaves a large sigh.
I just give these big anime eyes. Blink, blink, blink.
Going to say, all right, fine, just this once, but we are not making a regular practice of it, because you have already faced consequences today for my decisions that should not have been yours to face. I do not seek to harm you unnecessarily through my choices.
You are not harming me. You are giving me the chance to help. Which is all I can ask.
She just nods.
So it is the
Life
spell
connection.
Life Connection.
Yeah.
Yep. It takes about 10 minutes.
Yes. So you can keep it uncasted, because anyways you will be doing a long rest. I will be putting the effect on Irina. Just give me a second to be sure that it is there. Effect. No, it is not on her yet.
I like this spell. It's like I would take all the damage once, but if there's any effects, like there's venom or illness or sickness, like she still takes it. It's just I take all of the hit point damage for like that one
There
hit.
we go.
Like
It's done. Okay. Just wanted to be sure that it was made. Okay. And of course everything recentered off center in the screen. Perfect. All right. Anything else?
Oh, sorry. Go on.
No, I was just saying no.
Okay. Go ahead.
I would like to spawn my companion.
Yes, absolutely. Mr. Bonaparte manifests.
No, my undead horse.
Oh, yes. Okay, the undead horse does appear.
It's like a 10-minute ritual.
And so the pale horse appeared after the 10 minute. Absolutely, no problem. What about you, Maz?
I think Maz just goes into his tent, and after a while, soft sobs might be heard.
Okay. And so this is how the camp goes to bed at night. No real order of anybody standing watch or anything like that. Just having the fire, being sure to keep everything at bay. Everything and everybody left to their own trauma to deal with, and their own guilt, perhaps even. It's a strange feeling. You started this adventure at least knowing, or at least believing, that you were in the right. And now it seems that what is black and white seems to be more different shades of gray. Same and similar gray that you find the sky the next morning when you awake, in perhaps a bit too early in the morning and still a bit exhausted. Not enough to be fatigued, but certainly feeling the effects of last night's adventure. You may all, of course, benefit from a rest. I see that some people were like just waiting to press that little button.
Well, I had to do my craft.
Gotcha.
So there's a lot more that I have to like make sure it's correct.
Mm-hmm. So safe on the shelter, a bit off the road where the camp is, you are faced with a decision to decide what direction you were going. Were you still inclined to head towards Vallaki?
Yep.
Perfect. Just give me a few seconds. I will do this. I will do this. And I will... That's not what I want. Do I have... just give me a second. Where is it? Oh, I don't have an outskirts of it. Okay. We'll stay here for the time being. Everybody is following to Vallaki, of course, I'm guessing?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. The road winded like a black ribbon through the dying lands in a walk that seemed to be taking at least the better part of the morning and at least part of the afternoon. The mist, as its usual, curled low, heavy on basically along the earth and slittered like phantoms. As you near the city, the oppressive silence is broken only by the creaking of crows circling overhead and groans of unseen things moving just beyond the fog's reach. Then, as it drew itself onto the bleak horizon, the jagged palisade of Vallaki rises before you. Dark, uneven spikes of timber lashed together as if to keep something in rather than out. Over the gate, Crude's effigy dangled from ropes, their twisted face frozen in agony, their limbs swaying lifelessly in the windless gloom. A lone guard stands at the gate, wary-eyed and stiff with the cold dread that clings to Barovia like a second skin. He steps forward as you approach the gate. His voice would be hoarse from disuse, yet laced with a rehearsed sharpness, a hollow echo of authority handed down through fear. Halt. State your name and your business in Vallaki. No one steers unrest within these walls. Joy is mandatory by order of the Baron. Festival preparation are on their way. Smile, or you'll answer for it. Now, do you bring trouble or pretend peace like the rest of us?
Oh,
I think
no trouble.
Yes, Irina?
she would step forward, kind of clear her throat, evoking her kind of noble heritage with her just like presentation, just like she's kind of clearly more formal than normal.
Absolutely.
I am Irina Kolyana from Barovia, daughter of the Burgomaster. Here on business. We seek to bring no harm or trouble. This is my entourage.
He's gonna squint his eyes for a second, but with the way that you said it and formulated it by the trained fashion that you've used these introductions before, he seems convinced enough. And without too much of a hassle, you are let inside of the town of Valaki. Let me just see here. We're gonna do that here. Just give me a second. Here we go. Does it work? Within the walls, you find a city whose architecture leans with age and despair, soaked in generation of neglect, though this village is fully inhabited, at least. No laughter greets the wary, only the wary glance from shuttered windows and doorways bolted tight. Whatever folk you meet walking down the street either hurries to remain out of your way or seems to be completely oblivious to your presence as they go about, droning their life's toil. The clamor of normal city life is replaced by the brittle and uneasy silence, broken by the distant toll of a cracked bell or the shriek of an unseen child. Banners bearing crude smile flutters limply from posts. The forced cheer of Baron Velakovic's decree stretched like a madman's grin over the desolation. Beneath it all, the city feels watched, not merely by the guards or the paranoid citizens, but by something older, crueler, and always present. The town square, as you reach it, is choked with a clutter of forced merriment in the making. Wooden scaffold groans beneath the weight of sake garlands being strung beneath leaning poles. Their paint running in streaks from the ever-present mist. Town folks, under watchful eyes, move like wind-up dolls. Wow, my French is showing here. Wind-up dolls, hammering banners to cracked stone walls. Laughter, unnatural and strained, is barked by the Baron's enforcers at intervals, like a metronome to keep up the illusion. Here and there, papier-mâché suns lopsided and flaking are hoisted aloft, their grins twisted by water and neglect. Among the chaotic preparation stands the half-raised circus encampment. Its patchwork tents fluttered weakly in the breeze. Maz, you pause, eyes narrowing as the memory steers. The fabric strip is familiar in you, violet and gold, with crescent moons and stitched starburst. It belonged to your people. You could trace every stitch and every pattern on these, but the hands that were raising them are unknown to you. The faces behind the smiles are masks of strangers. Performers move with grim precision, offering no greeting, only glances that passes through Maz like wind through canvas. Cloaks, belts, and even the juggling pins bear the mark of your lost companions. Faded, mismatched, and wrong. The festival is still days away, but already the square echoes with a sense of unease, as if something sacred had been unearthed and dressed in hollow cheer. What would you do?
I'm gonna see if I can grab one of the carnival hands and ask a question of them.
So at that point, I'm just going to move you guys to the town square, where we assume is somewhere around here, in the middle of all that. You do grab a person by the arm, kind of like stopping him dead. He takes a second to almost register that you're touching him. He pauses and looks up towards you, eyes blank.
Pardon me, friend. I was wondering, is Wilbert around? Could you point me towards his tent?
He looks at you blankly, almost as if you have a feeling he's not registering that you're asking him a question.
Right, sorry, I'll figure it out myself. Carry on.
You let him go, and he stays there for a second until it seems that he's remembering what he was doing and just goes back to slowly doing whatever he was doing.
Y'all, something real fucked up is happening.
So for a
More
person,
than usual.
Not
I don't know where the baseline is anymore.
This has never been a great place, and now that she kind of sighs, the way that she'll lower her voice, the way that the Velakovich run their city is. Well,
Yeah, no, that's not what I'm talking about. Let's maybe find... You said you had friends here, right? Irina?
I have a friend here, and I believe that she is unwell. I would like to check on her.
Great. Let's do that.
She's gonna say a word of warning. She resides in a place where I do not know if I will be welcomed. But I do believe the person we will have to go through there will not cares too much about her image to do anything harmful to us in the public eye.
Well, if that's not a great vote of confidence, I don't know what is. Let's go.
Irina, so you know that the street that you are on, that came out from nowhere, the street that you are on, you know that it leads to the Blue Water Inn. That sits pretty much in the middle of the city. From the Blue Water Inn, you can head north to the Wachter House, or further west towards St. Andrew's Church. You do know that the Velakovic mansion, the Burgomeister mansion, lies to the direct south of the Blue Water Inn. As you're making your decision, trying to figure out what exactly you're going to do, you also notice that there's this patched tabby cat that comes over and seems to be in the process of like scooting over your legs and trying to get attention for some scratches. What would you do?
Definitely scratch the cat.
Excellent. She pet
Good.
the cat, everybody. Good.
Good.
Good. Excellent. You pet the cat. Perfect. And then?
She would explain. We could stop by. There is an inn this way. The house that I am planning to visit is House Watcher, and that is this way.
And where's the place we said that we were taking you?
I believe that was the church. It is very
Yes.
useless now. But
That's
if
fine. We told your brother we'd see you into it safely.
Yeah, you just need to pass the
So-
threshold and come back. It's fine.
Sure, we can stop by.
What you do after is a different matter.
I know for a fact that it once used to be a safe place and is no longer.
Then don't stay there. All right. A tavern could be nice after we check in on your friend. What is your friend's name, just so we can address
My
them
friend-
properly?
My friend's name is Stella. I don't know what state I will find her in.
Right.
But definitely not a good one. Her mother, Fiona, is probably the second most powerful noble family here in Valaki, second to the Velakovic. Fiona has never liked me, although she has often pretended to when it suits her.
So, Cathedral, Estella, Tavern.
Very well with me.
Yep.
So, our adventurer passes through the main town square leading in front of the Blue Water Inn and are heading towards the church bell of St. Andrew's. And this is where we'll end it for tonight. Thank you so much for everybody that's been here. That's been great. Thank you so much. Gonna do one thing here, everything like that. I hope everybody liked it.
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
I assume somebody would have taken the sword.
I hate myself for not being able to go out of
it's
cards.
fine.
I hate myself for not ever being able to metagame at all.
It's fine. That's great. I prefer that 100% over anything else. Honestly, if anything, it speaks of the quality as a player. It's great. It's amazing. So, Sradaya, how does it feel to getting your art ripped out?
Oh, beautiful.
I'm so sorry. Oh my god. It's so great having a person who's being like, please, torture me all you want. Oh my god. Jesus.
Hey,
all right.
Makes for great story writing and
Yes.
storytelling, right?
Absolutely. So
Oh, baby girl.
you do not absolutely. So you do not level up, sadly, because you leveled up last time. Absolutely. So that's a thing. I'm just gonna go through a few little things for the outro for people that were not here. Just letting you guys know, there will be no Kingmaker next week, and there will be we'll be starting back Kingmaker on August 20th, and I believe we will not be missing any of the Curse of STRAHD game, meaning on the 12th we will be back for Curse of STRAHD. There will not be any GM Roundtable for October because there will be replaced either by one-shots or I will be on vacation, so I'd rather just bring back amazing content starting October back with that. So stay tuned for that. Also, on October 6th, we will try, like really like big word here, try to have a live stream from Midnight Madness at Penzik. I will be joined by Nakri and Bran, who are players on the Kingmaker campaign. Where we'll be doing some SCA related stuff. We'll be walking around, meeting people. So if you just want to be a part of the party and want to have a feeling of what Penzik might look like, stay tuned for that. Let me see.
Will we have a virtual table?
I just said no. The
Oh,
GM
okay,
round
sorry,
table.
I- Yeah, sorry, I don't.
That's fine.
Yeah.
What else? If you haven't
You
seen
meant August, right? Not October?
the GM Roundtable is October, us is August. So if you have seen all the beautiful artwork that we've been using, please go check her out. Sorcery Arts, Ree, who plays Irina, she's amazing. Let me just do a little shout out here. I think I got it wrong.
That's okay. I appreciate it, regardless.
There we go. I got it.
Yay.
Yay. So yeah, go check her out. Also, the amazing voice talents that we've been hearing a whole lot, Irina and Kesu from Mortal Roles. Go check them out. The content that they're producing is legit amazing. So seriously, I cannot shout out two back to back. I'm so sorry. I would otherwise do it, but go check them out. I do know that they're starting back sometime in August. Check their content. Anybody else has any other any little announcement that they want to do while I look for somebody to raid? Not everybody at once, please.
I'm gonna miss you guys next game.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm
it's
mad
fine.
at everybody going to Penzik.
I'm
Not
not.
staying.
No,
Not
he's
mad
staying, but
because
he's not
it's
gonna
hot.
be. Yeah, he's not gonna be there for the next Kiss the Straw game.
Aw.
I'm gonna
Strahd will
miss
be
being
taking
on the
him out.
field
So
again.
sorry.
The field battle
You'll
are gonna be
be missed.
awesome. All right, let's look for more D&D, I guess.
I mean, if Strahd takes me out, I fully deserved it.
Oh, someone in the chat
Oh.
is demanding we all drink water.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Anku, you know what? Yes, that's your privilege as my moderator, one of my moderators. Please go right ahead, guys. Everybody, Idri, thank you so much for everything you're doing tonight. Anku, always appreciated.
I'm so sorry. I only drink blood.
Fine.
I hope Coke,
Fine.
I hope Coke counts. There's
We can
water in
fix her,
Coke.
guys.
Yeah, it does. All right.
We can fix her.
We can
can
fix
fix
her. Yeah,
We can
well,
if we just love her enough.
That ship may have sailed.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, yeah, probably. I'm looking for.
I mean,
Go ahead.
I didn't steal her brother's sword. I just
Oh yeah,
took an
no, you
old
just
book.
desecrated her brother's tomb.
No, you didn't technically desecrate it because, like, you just walked
Might
into
as
it.
well
Well, it fell
over
apart.
his freaking sarcophagus.
Yeah, you did. There was.
Cyrus and I did nothing, so
That-
I feel like we
Exactly,
shouldn't
we're
have
innocent.
any. Yeah, we did nothing.
So
Me and you, let's just go make our own party.
Jesus. Oh my God! No.
That'd be so funny.
The gunslinger and the healer, it'll be the best party ever.
Oh my
One who never
God.
shuts up, one who can't talk.
Fair. All right, we're gonna go visit.
I am Brian. I approve that
Quest.
message. Thank you.
We're gonna go check out Quest Accepted D&D. They are currently doing a charity stream, so be sure to drop them a like, and help them out however you want. Thank you so much for being here. We're gonna try to have a blast at Penzik. Take a lot of pictures. Stay posted on Instagram whenever I figure out how to use it, so that way I'm gonna be able to post stuff there. Otherwise, we'll be seeing you on the 6th. Crossing my fingers here. Or back with Chris Strahd in August. All right. Take care, guys. See you on the other side.
I